Hey everybody, Mike here. Marty McFly from Korg Forums, yes, that's what he is calling himself, is asking if the sequencer can be pretty full-fledged, and yes, it can. As most of you know, you can take a program and press enter, record, write, and bring it right into the sequencer. The programs have a drum track with them, so let's try it. Press the start button. And if I look at track edit, I will see on top the piano and track 10, the drums, and you can go into MIDI event edit and you can select note or control change or all of these. I've got it on notes. And here are your drums. And you can play it from here and you can change that hi-hat to tom or hi-hat open, cymbal. So yeah, you can go in, change the length of notes and all that. And then there's a whole list of functions here where you can bounce tracks and copy measures and stuff. Same thing with combis. Let's see what we got here. Let's try this. I'm gonna turn Karma. Let's see what it is. Yeah, why not? Oh, that's good. Okay. So here we go. Enter, record, write. And start. And you get the idea. And as you see, it does a multi-record, and that way you can arm several tracks. And because of Karma, you had 4 tracks playing there. So what about audio? I have an old song I did from the 90s on this USB drive, and I'm going to load it into another song. Let's go to song 3. First, I'm going to load it to the internal disk, because that's how the Kronos likes to work. Whether you're sampling or using the sequencer, it likes audio internally. So go to my jump drive, pop songs, open, and this chopper wave. So I'm going to copy that with utility. And whoops. Of course, the phone's ringing. I'm going to copy it to the internal drive. Hopefully that answers soon. Open my songs folder and paste it there. And go to the internal drive here. I can go toggle between the two. So here's the internal drive and here's the thumb drive. So it is in there, right there. Now as far as the song, we have to import it to an audio track. So track edit. We want to pick an audio track, so track 1. First, I'm going to stereo pair the audio track. So audio track mixer, stereo pair, balance tracks 1 and 2. And here we go. So if I balance this side, they will go in tandem, those 2 sides. So left, right. Now back to putting it into track 1 and 2. Audio event edit. Instead of MIDI event edit, because I selected an audio track, track end, insert. I'm going to pick an index, could be any of these. I'll pick this first one. Import. Now I go to that songs folder. Open chopper. Okay. It's importing it into the sequencer index. So there we go. Okay. I don't want to trim it or anything, so I'm done. and there are the two left-right tracks. So like I said, it's from the 90s, but it's kind of a cool song. And if I want to add other sounds with it, MIDI sounds. So I've got a keyboard in the first one, so I'll just keep that. The second slot by category, vocals. I like classical choir. I have to be in track 2 to play it. Let's see, where'd it go here? Oh, MIDI track 2, that is. All right, so we're good. So if I want the effects, I can copy from program, and that was C40. And I can pick what effects will go in here. I have no effects set up, so I'll pick all of them. The internal effects, master effects, and total effects. I don't need Carmen. I don't need its drum track. So, let me go to track 2, because I already have the piano in 1 that I want. There, now you have the choir with these 3 effects plus this reverb master. Go back to, I can play a track over the audio file that I have here. So let me find a part. Now the thing about marrying an audio track, a wave to an audio track, is it sticks with the measure. So whatever measure I'm on, it's there. So I can go through it. I kind of like that part. I'm going to play with that. Not good enough. Now if I wanted, because it starts a little late on that measure, I could go into here and set a location. So it was 55 plus a little delay. So part of a beat. Let me see. Press locate. I got it right where I want. That way, when I press record using the locate, it can record exactly from there. So if I had to hit a really tight beat, I could be right there, and that's what's good about the locate. Something else, song length. If you might wonder where your song ends after 64 measures, well, it's because it's song length. So you want to set it to something longer. And I'll just leave it right there. So now I have plenty of room to work with. Let's go back to, let's see, choir, piano, and play something with that. I have track 1. The first track is armed. Simple. I'm not trying to do anything fancy here. Let's go to the choir. And I use the Oasis because it has a longer board, but I mean I use them both, so sometimes I can do you know, 2 sounds at once. Here's the choir. I'm not liking that. I'm going to press compare, which is the like an undo button. You'll see that disappear. Gone. nothing complex, but here they are. So you got the piano, the chorus, and the audio track. And I should probably take the choir level down. And something you can also do is you can record the track change. So if I left it on, let's see, where am I at here? It's 8. Sometimes it's easier to keep track of the changes with the channel that you're on for that track. As opposed, you can record it on track 16 if you want, but this way later you can go, well, where did I record that? It's on the same track. So I would go to Preferences and pick Overdub, and that way I won't lose what I just played when I re-record this. So I'll record, here we go, a mixer change. So here we go. And when I play that back, that should be going. And that's true in Tone Adjust. You can have filter changes and a lot of voice parameter changes that can be recorded. So it's a beast that way. Okay, so I have this audio track, and it's the old effects on it. But what if I want to fatten it up a little bit? I can go to the IFX and assign audio routing. And so let's put it channel 4 or effects 4 for the two sides. All right, now let's assign an effect. I'm going to turn on 4 and 5, and I'm going to select stereo frequency shifter on 4, and 5 is going to be a vintage wah. And I'm going to route 4 into 5. So 4 goes through 5, which goes to the reverb, the overb here. So you see me playing with that setting there. I can either have the reverb or not. Now right now it's going to sound like a big mess. Okay, so let's fix this. Stereo frequency shifter, channel 2. I'm going to give it a small amount, which I'll adjust from the knob. So knob 5 minus 8. And Vox wah. I'm going to take the wet level down to 0, dry. And knob 6 will bring it up when I want it to 100. Also, stereo frequency shifter, wet, just sounds crazy. So I'm going to go 50. That gives me an even signal to modulate the dry with, or the dry signal with the wet. And both of those are channel 2, and because that's where the chorus is. And let's go back to, I'm going to set my location to an earlier point where I didn't record yet. So 45. And to use the knobs, I have to be in the real-time knobs karma mode. So there we are, 6 and 5. And let's see what we got. Sounds almost better without all that reverb. That's a lot of reverb. So I'll give it just a little bit. So you see that. So yeah, that's how we do it. And if you wanted to put, how about my voice? Wanted my voice in there. Audio track. I can set. Let's see, multi-record. We'll arm track 3, and I'm coming in from the SPDIF. So hello. Let's see. We can check the levels on the preferences. There I am. Hello. This battery is almost dead in this condenser. So let's go back to 55. Actually, a little before. And I'll record my voice right there. I'll turn this fan off. All right. And again, we're armed. And here we go. So I'll play that back. And here we go. And again, I could put my voice. Let's see. Play. We're going to route that, audio routing 3 to effect 6, because the voice is kind of low. So I'm going to give it compressor effect. We can bring it in there. And here's the compressor. Give it like 10. Make sure I'm on that spot. I think it was this one. And here we go. So, yeah, you get it. You can record anything into this. You can hook up guitar lines, whatever. I can record my other synths, my DeepMind. I've got my, let's see. Yeah, my DeepMind's right there, which is analog synth, and then Virus right there, which is also the Oasis and my mic, but it can all be recorded, and then I can run the iPad through here. So, yeah, that's how you do it, or one way to do it. Thanks for watching.